Hey, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, but if you're new, I'm Lex, and make sure you subscribe before you even keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review slash recap of Power Season 6, Episode 10, mid-season finale, No One Can Stop Me. The writers were real funny to even pick the name for this episode, No One Can Stop Me, because Ghost was saying it so much during this episode. I'm like, you might want to stop saying that. Like, you getting a little bit too cocky. Like, just a little bit. Like, actually a lot. Like, he was real cocky the whole episode. So, it starts off with him giving, like, this long little monologue on the phone, talking to Tariq, basically telling him that he wanted to talk to him face to face. It was some things he needed to get off his chest that only a father could tell him. And usually when episodes open like that, you know they're about to leave the show, whether they're gonna die or they're just gonna move on. So I was already feeling some type of way because social media ruined it for me this week as well as the week before. I already knew Ghost was gonna get shot before I even watched the episode, which low-key made me upset, but I knew I was still gonna watch. So the speech had me in my feelings that he gave to Tariq, though. It was so long and it was so nice. And I might be looking down quite a few times just for like some points on my other phone. Okay, so bear with me because my thoughts are literally all over the place and I'm trying to make it make sense because like so much happened on these last couple of episodes. It's just like so much that goes on. Like every episode you're just like, oh my God, it's a lot to take in. And this episode was like the best of the season. Every week I'm usually like, this was the best episode, this was the best episode. Like, no, this was seriously the best episode. I cannot believe we're already 10 episodes in and it's only 5 left. So Ghost finds out that Tariq is selling drugs indirectly through Tasha's little daycare from Tariq's teacher, and he just broke into her house. Not only when he broke into her house, he started threatening her, like, look, I'm going to get full custody of Yaz, the other daughter, that they act like not even alive. Like, nobody takes care of this little girl. Like, I'm surprised she's not in foster care. He'll get full custody of her, and he would snitch on her and tell that she's selling drugs throughout her daycare. Like, wow. He was doing a bit much, but he really did not want Tariq selling drugs. And I'm just like, wow, he's going to do a lot. And he really did, like, call the police and try to have her place shut down. Like, when Tasha said it was on, I was just like, oh my goodness, they starting a war with each other. Like, the family is fighting. Like, nobody wins when the family feuds. What are y'all doing? But Tasha really thinks Tariq is her homeboy. And you damn right, Ghost had something to say about it. Whether he sells drugs or whether Ghost used to sell drugs or not back in the day does not matter. Like, you really like enabling your son to be a drug dealer. So Ghost had every right to feel how he felt. When I mean this episode is literally like all over the place. It's like hard to state in a certain type of order. Like I said, this is just gonna be like how I like took the episode in. Ghost was super arrogant this episode, and when you get arrogant like that and you usually used to being on the top, you usually end up slipping because like you don't expect for you to lose, you don't expect for things not to go your way. And like throughout the whole episode, I'm like, he's usually humble, and they really trying to make him this arrogant so that the viewers can be like, oh, I'm not feeling him, like he doing too much, like so they can kill him off in a sense. That's how I was like taking the episode, and like they're gonna try to kill him off because they're making him this arrogant. Like, I do feel like he was selfish, don't get me wrong, but the way they portrayed him in this episode, it was like, y'all doing too much. He do not act like this on the regular. So Ghost has finally left Tate, and he is running for, I believe, lieutenant governor, I believe. And Tate was sick. Tate and Ghost never really liked each other anyway, but Tate pulled the plug on the QCP project. I'm so tired of hearing about this damn QCP project. If somebody don't kill this damn project, I'm so tired of hearing about it. But he pulls the plugs, and Ghost running mate was like basically like, if you can't find a new spot, then I'm going to go with somebody else, which is going to be Tate. So he goes to like the old neighborhood, like where he grew up in, and he went to the building, and he was talking to the man trying to buy the building. Comes to find out it was his dad's either brother or close friend that he calls his uncle, and he's going to buy the building and be the new QCP location, and it's supposed to honor his daughter. And Ghost finally goes and visit his daughter headstone. I mean, it only took him about a year or two just to go visit, and then he runs into Tasha like, what are you doing here? She like, I'm here every week. Like, nigga, you late. Like, what do you mean, what am I doing here? Like, I've been coming to see her. You the only one who ain't been here. And I think it's real messed up that they portrayed him being more sad over Angie dying than his daughter. It was like, wait a minute, like, are we gonna act like his daughter didn't get killed in cold blood, or are we just gonna like look that over? The whole episode, he done told everybody, like, you know when you cut ties with somebody, either you tell them like, yeah, I'm cutting you off, or you just move on silently. Ghost was so loud this episode. Like, he was like doing the most. He told everybody like, I'm leaving you in the past, I'm leaving you behind. I really felt bad for Tasha this episode, because he told her like, I'm releasing you from this marriage. Like, not only am I releasing you, but I found somebody else. I'm moving on with the next stage of my life, and basically like, you not coming along. I'm not taking you with me. Like, damn. I'm not gonna lie, that shit hurt. I felt like it was me. I was like, the nerve of him. Like, I was Team Tasha at that point, because I'm like, you acting like she wasn't down from you from the very beginning. You acting like y'all ain't had this whole life together. You acting like you low-key not the reason your daughter died. Like, he was making me so mad this episode. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he really shitted on Tasha real bad, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna kill him. Like, ain't no more talking. He like crossed a couple lines. In this episode, it's literally Ghost against everybody. Like, he done made so many enemies. I don't even know why he would think like he was safe to even like walk the streets. Like, when you live a life like that, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. And it's like, he got too comfortable. Like, he thought he took care of everybody. Whole time he done burnt bridges with everyone. I actually felt sad for Tariq these last two episodes. Do not like be like, oh my god, why you feel sorry for him? You know he be doing too much. Listen, I only felt sorry for him because he was so heartbroken these last two episodes. Like, I felt like chills. Like, he really grew on this show because it was so much emotion. You could tell like it was hatred, and he was really heartbroken. Like, he really just wanted his dad's love. At the end of the day, all the materialistic stuff, it really do not matter if you don't have love. Like, that's what people don't like seem to understand. When you looking at people and they look at like their life is going great, you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. In retrospect, Tariq was really ungrateful, and you know, his dad did lie. Like, his parents did lie to him, but it was more so to protect him. Like, as a kid, you're not supposed to know everything that's going on, and Tariq do not understand that. Like, I could spend a long time talking about Tariq, but I really just felt really sorry for him these last two episodes, because it was like, damn, like, you really supposed to be my dad, and like, he basically disowned his own father. Like, and James know he cannot control Tariq anymore, and I think that like when he said like, you were never my father, you just gave me life, that really broke his heart. And it was like, damn. What I was really happy about was Ghost finally killed Jason. This man had to go. Jason got too comfortable. Okay, James plays the long run. He plays chess, not checkers, baby. Everything he does is calculated. He got Jason to think he wanted to buy this building or whatever, and he wanted him to, I think, like, co-sign it or something with him. And he told Jason to come out to the spot and he would meet him later. The whole time, one of Jason's men was like, you sure you don't want me to come with you? He like, nah, I got this. I checked the building out. It's legit. His man's is like, no, take this gun with you. He's like, nah, I'm good. But then it like, go to the next scene before you can see if he took it or not. Whole time, if he checked the building out, so he know it's like metal detector and stuff. So when he get to the building to meet James already threw the metal detector, waiting on the other side for him. Jason reluctantly goes through. It didn't go off, so he like, oh, he don't got no peace on him. Oh, this about to be super easy. But I can tell Jason was like, it's not feeling it. Like, he knew something was off. So I'm like, he got something on him. Whether it's like, I said he got something on him. It probably is not metal, but it's something. He has something on him. While they was walking to the elevator, he like, you heard from Tommy? Ghost like, no. And Jason like, I ain't hearing from him either. So they in the elevator, and I don't even think it was really moving. Ghost goes down to like tie his shoe, and he like, while he's tying his shoe, Jason's phone gets a ding, and Ghost is reaching into the little compartment where he told Tommy to hide a piece at. So as soon as he get the text and said Ghost is going to kill you, Ghost hurry up and gets up, and they start fighting. So as they fighting, Jason pulls like this string out of his freaking watch. It was like some old slick ass shit. I was like, what the hell? So Jason tries to strangle Ghost with whatever he pulled out his watch. And I'm like, that's like barbed wire. So Jason could not get it around Ghost's neck to really strangle him. So Ghost got the upper hand, and Ghost got whatever Jason had, got his weapon at this point, and put it around his neck and start pulling. And I'm thinking it's barbed wire because his neck is automatically like bleeding. And I'm like, oh my God, that gotta be barbed wire. So he pulling and pulling, and he kills Jason in the elevator and sets Andre up to take the fall. After Ghost kills Jason, he sends a text to Dre saying, hey, basically, let's meet. And when Dre get there, of course, Jason is dead. And Ghost told the security man to call the police, but erase some of the footage or whatever. And so, at this point, I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? So, you know, Sax is not giving up on trying to get Ghost arrested. So, Rodriguez and Sax are like, kind of working together in a sense, and they know that Tasha is the weakest link between Ghost and Tommy, so they're going to try to flip her. So they go to her house, and he was basically telling them, if is you a ghost. So she ends up snitching and being like, wow, Ghost killed Terry Silver, which was Ghost's lawyer, when Ghost got arrested for something that he didn't do. I think for killing somebody that he really didn't kill, whatever, even though he did catch hella bodies throughout the seasons. So Rodriguez and Sax go to where Tasha said that he would be, and he really was in that freaking car. He was in the trunk, and while they check in the car, Sax finds a iPhone, and he tucks it. Of course he tucks it. I knew he was not going to say that he found that, because that was supposed to go into evidence. Meanwhile, Rodriguez was going back to little bald head Eminem Skittlehead, the boss. She's telling him like, we need like a search warrant to go search Ghost's property. And it was like a peek. What is it? A hide and go seek. I don't know. They go get some type of warrant where they can search the place, but like inconspicuously. Like, he not supposed to know that y'all searched this stuff. Meanwhile, I forgot to throw in, and I'm so sorry, that Dre had planted Terry's phone in James's hotel so that they could get him for having his phone. Like, why would you have his phone? So while they in the hotel searching, Rodriguez finds some sand on the bottom of James' shoes. And I think Terry had something on him or whatever. But let's talk about how Terry Silver body, that was so phony. I know, like, this only supposed to be a couple months or whatever, but how his body wasn't, like, just bones at this point? Like, you telling me he been in that trunk for God knows how long, and he still got some type of skin on his bones, and he not deteriorated more? That was so damn fake. Like, nobody smelled it. Nobody peeped game. Like, they just stopped looking for him. Like, it was just a whole bunch of BS. Like, I was like, this is so goddamn fake. So let's fast forward a little bit. I know I probably forgot big parts. But it's like, I should have recorded it yesterday when it was super, super fresh. I might gotta do a part 2, but I don't know. Ghost finally announces that he's going to be lieutenant governor. Everybody knows, of course. He really thinks, like, he can still save Tariq. So Tariq went to go see him or whatever, and he's like, because he had already told Tasha he think Tariq should turn himself in because he's going to get caught for killing Ray Ray. Like, it was a 50-50 chance, and it was between Ghost and Tariq. And Ghost was supposed to take the fall if he got caught, but he decided that he wasn't. So when Tariq came to visit him, he let him know, like, he wasn't going to take the fall. And Tariq is like, you're not going to take the fall? Like, I should have knew you would never do what you said you was going to do. I don't even know why I would even, like, kind of believe you. Like, I don't even know why I would believe you. So Tariq is just, like, blown. But Ghost wants him to confess. Ghost ends up telling him, like, you need to confess. And once I'm in, like, in the office, I can pull some strings, get you probation, and make this, like, basically go away. So Tariq, like, oh, I'll confess when you confess. So they get to talking about the character Breeze. We don't know who Breeze is, but he said he didn't want to kill Breeze, and he gave Breeze a second chance, basically, to redeem himself, but Breeze wouldn't do it, so he killed him. So the night James got shot, he was at Truth, and he was talking to, I believe, Stern. And he's talking to him, and Tariq walks up. And, you know, he didn't even interrupt him. He said hi. His father introduced him. He wasn't rude, disrespectful, nothing, which I was shocked at. I was like, okay. So when Stern walked away, Tariq asked him again, like, Dad, you really think I should turn myself in? And his father said yes. And he said, good night, Dad. And he walked off. And I was just like, something ain't right with this. Like, I don't know. Like, I was a little nervous. So, you know, Ghost has moved on with Ramona and tells her, like, he gonna meet her in an hour. Basically, after he done, I guess, turn all the lights off at the club or whatever, or just getting himself ready to, like, leave. The last, like, 10 minutes of the episode, he going around cutting the lights off, and it's just like, douche, douche. Like, it was so long. Like, what is the point of this right here? Like, why are we getting so much of him turning the lights off? And then it starts showing, like, 7 different people all walking towards the building with a gun or just walking towards Truth. So you have Paz, Angela's sister. You have Tasha, Tariq, Tommy, Tate, and Sax all walking towards Truth. And then you hear a gunshot, and then you see James falling with the bullet. Like, he's falling in 3D. And everybody else's death looks so realistic, and then you got him falling, like, out the sky. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm willing to bet it was Tariq. And I say this because he looks so... like, he looked like he felt so betrayed when he was falling, and like he was sad, like, and he was in shock. I mean, granted, you probably will just look shocked if you got shot, no matter who's shooting you. But he, like, the look in his face is like, it embodied, like, he was betrayed. He was falling like I don't think he would have did that if it was Sax or even Paz, like Paz, but I don't think he would have did that. Let me tell you how bad this episode stressed me out. My anxiety was at an all-time high. I was so stressed out the whole episode. Like, I cannot believe that y'all would try to kill Ghost. I don't know if he did, but if he is dead, and when I check January the 5th and I come back and I find out he died, y'all can keep the other 4 remaining episodes. Like, I am not watching Power. It is no Power without Ghost. Like, if y'all telling me Kanan can survive getting burnt up, Ghost better be able to survive this gunshot. But at the same time, I went to Omari Hardwick's Instagram, and he gave this, like, long farewell speech. I don't know if that was confirmation, but I do know, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And that's one period. Because this episode, they really made it Ghost versus everybody. And I did not think that was fair, because all this man wanted to do was better his life. Everybody was hating. Like, first of all, I don't really understand why Tommy was hating. Like, he was really trying to kill him the whole season. And the whole time, he told you, let's leave the drug game together. It's better out here for us. But no, Tommy wanted to stay in the street. So, okay, cool. Sometimes you got to leave people behind. And Tommy was just going to be the one that got left behind. And he killed Angela. Like, he should still be mad from that, honestly. Even though he killed his father. But his father was about to snitch. Like, Tommy, he had to go. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but he did have to go. And Tasha, I kind of get why Tasha is mad in a sense, because, I mean, he did cheat on her, embarrassed her, talk to her like she, like, was never nobody. I can get why Tasha would be mad, but at the same time, she wanted a divorce. But when he said, okay, we can get this divorce finally, she like, okay. But it was just the way he said it, like, the way he talked to them. It's just like, ooh. Tariq makes me mad, because he literally gave, like, sacrificed so much to make sure his kids had a better life. And Tariq is one of them people who be like, I came from nothing and I got this out the mud, and I did all this, I did all of that. Whole time you keep talking about how you don't need your father. He provided this life that you're living. Like, why do you want to be in the streets? You got money. Your father was in the street because he didn't have it like that. He did not want to, like, keep this lifestyle. Like, I don't get it. They really didn't want him to be better. I guess he really did not like Tasha, though, because she never saw the vision. Like, he was so in love with Angela because she believed in him. She supported him. And that's why he likes the new girl that he has feelings for, because she believes in him. And that's something Tasha never did. She wanted him to be a drug dealer forever. Like, the first episode opens up like, you're going to be the biggest drug dealer of New York City. Like, damn, that's all you see for me? Like, I want to be a businessman. Like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, you want to be still doing that at 40? Really? You still want to be a drug dealer? Like, it's not nothing else you could do? You want to do that for the rest of your life? Okay, cool. I just think it's messed up, because, like, Ghost really been trying to get out the game since season 1, episode 1. And, like, 5 years later, he still really ain't out the game. Ghost, like, will never be out the game unless he die. Like, unless he dies, he's going to always be in the game. And I feel like he should have always been like having his head on a swivel just because his past was like going to catch up with him eventually. Like this episode, he's seen so many ghosts, and I thought that was like so. I was in my feelings when I seen his daughter and Angie. Like it hit me right in my stomach. They finally showed Raina. I was so happy, and she was talking to him, and he was like, "Do you think Tariq should go to jail?" She was like, "I had to pay the price for lying. Why shouldn't he?" Like, "You damn right." And she was like, "Why you and mom always fighting so much?" And she was like, "Tariq ain't teach me how to lie, and it's not his fault. But at the same time, you and mom taught me how to lie." Let him know, baby girl. And then we see him and Angela, and she basically telling him, like, you know, it's time for you to move on. She's happy that he's moved on and he's happy, but don't tell a new girl everything about his past, because that's what ruined it for them. And that no matter how much good he did, she will always like know about his past, and that was something she could never accept. And Ramona can, because all she sees is pure, which is a good thing. Then he sees Kanan, and when he seen Kanan, I was like, oh my god, like he scared me. Like he was so damn close up, and I did not expect to see him. So Kanan popping up was actually funny to me. He told him that he deserved handcuffs and the needle, and Ghost like, nigga, you made me. Like that was funny. But you know, when you see Ghost a lot like that, especially when you live in that type of life, it usually means you about to die soon, or like death is coming around you, or is going to come for somebody you love. Because seeing the dead, like he was saying, it was like, oh my goodness, he's about to die. Like he seen 3 different dead people. I knew he was going to get shot, and not just because they had confirmed it on the internet, because they will ruin it if you don't hurry up and watch. But it was just like so obvious, especially the opening of the episode, and all the way through the episode he kept saying, nobody's gonna get in my way, nobody can stop me. So every time you turn the corner, he like, nobody can stop me, nobody can stop me. Like the way he cut ties with people, they like, oh nigga, we gonna say like, you keep saying nobody can stop you, oh this bullet gonna stop you, it's definitely gonna stop you. But it was so fake, because like all the people charging towards him at the end of the episode, you telling me nobody ran into each other? Like, they all look so suspect. Like, not one of them ran into each other and was like, oh, shit, like, we all about to go kill him. But you just telling me he ended up getting shot anyway? Really? Really? So, Angela's sister, Paz, I think that's how you say her name, she went to go talk to Jamie, like, one more last time, and she told him she know he didn't kill him because she seen the autopsy, but she know he knows who did it, but he won't tell her. And she's like, you'll never see me again. Like, she can't accept it or whatever. It doesn't make sense to me for her trying to kill him, honestly. And I really think it was Tariq, because like how Ghost was like, I gave Breeze a second chance to change his mind and he didn't, I killed him. Tariq asked him again that night he went to the club to see him, do you really think I should turn myself in? And he said, yep. And that was all he needed to know. And he was like, okay, this nigga gotta go. Okay, that's all I got for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I probably left out some major points. I should have broke this video up into 2 parts just because so much has happened. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.